Anatta is a core concept in Buddhist philosophy that challenges the idea of a permanent, unchanging self or soul. Instead, it suggests that the self is a constantly changing process that arises in dependence upon various causes and conditions. This concept is a central tenet of Buddhist teachings and has profound implications for how we understand ourselves, the world around us, and our relationship to it. The idea of anatta can be traced back to the Buddha himself, who is said to have taught that there is no self or soul that exists independently from the rest of the world. Instead, he taught that the self is a constantly changing process of thoughts, emotions, and sensations that arises in dependence upon various causes and conditions. This view of the self is fundamentally different from the view of the self found in many other religious and philosophical traditions, which posit the existence of a permanent, unchanging soul or self. The Buddhist concept of anatta has a number of important implications for how we understand ourselves and our relationship to the world. One of the most important implications is that it challenges the idea of a fixed, unchanging identity. According to the Buddhist view, our sense of self is constantly changing and is influenced by a wide range of factors, including our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. This means that our sense of self is not fixed, but rather is constantly in flux. Another important implication of the concept of anatta is that it challenges the idea of attachment. According to the Buddhist view, attachment to things that are impermanent and ultimately unsatisfying is a major source of suffering. This is because attachment leads us to cling to things that are inevitably going to change or disappear, causing us to experience pain and frustration when they do. By understanding the concept of anatta, Buddhists aim to cultivate a sense of non-attachment and non-grasping towards the self and all phenomena, which is seen as a path towards liberation from suffering. The concept of anatta also has implications for how we understand the world around us. According to the Buddhist view, everything in the world is constantly changing and impermanent, and there is no permanent, unchanging essence to any of it. This means that we should not cling to things in the world or try to hold onto them, but rather should accept that everything is constantly changing and evolving. In conclusion, the concept of anatta is a core tenet of Buddhist philosophy that challenges the idea of a fixed, unchanging self or soul. Instead, it suggests that the self is a constantly changing process that arises in dependence upon various causes and conditions. This view has important implications for how we understand ourselves, the world around us, and our relationship to it. By cultivating a sense of non-attachment and non-grasping, Buddhists aim to liberate themselves from suffering and achieve a deeper understanding of the nature of reality.